Alright, so before the preseason starts up, and we'll start up in like about, what, 3 hours? Vancouver's gonna start up against Edmonton, and Toronto start up against Ottawa. That might have started by now. We're gonna go over who I think will make the team out of camp. S is scratch. That's not a 5. That's a S. I'll just write them down. So first line, I'm not gonna put him in center. Well, no, I kind of have to. But first line, Berchi, Horvat, Besser. It's kind of obvious, right? If it's worked, it will work. And it shows. Besser got a lot of points. You know, I'm just going to pull up this one, 'cause I might not spell names correctly. Yeah, see, I didn't spell Besser right. And I caught it too, so. Besser. I pulled up NHL 19, just so you know. Besser, alright. So second line center is kind of set already. At Elias Pettersson. See, it's good to have that. I know I'll misspell some names, but Elias Pettersson will definitely be the second line center. He's the best like offensive center we kind of have. So, and then I know it kind of sets up our third line center. Brendan Sutter is our third line center, most likely. You know what? Let me fix that, because that's kind of in line. Sutter, and I'll fix Pettersson up too while I talk about Pettersson and Sutter. So Pettersson's like the most offensive center we have right now in Vancouver, because he just came off of a great year. If he played 82 games with the Vancouver Lakers, he would have got 104 points, which is I wouldn't say McDavid numbers, but pretty much up to McDavid numbers. Sutter's one of the best defensive centers we have. We could put him on the penalty kill and a third line spot for a shutdown, especially when we had that shutdown goal scoring lineup in Dorsett, Van Granlund, and Sutter at the start of the year. That was great. So these are the areas where we have. What I think is Jake Virtanen. And Brendan Leipzig will play with Pettersson. After we acquired Brendan Leipzig, him and Virtanen lit it up, and it showed that Virtanen can be a 6th overall pick. You got to put him with the right guy, and Brendan Leipzig was the right guy. New marker. And Pettersson. Oh my God, that'd be deadly. Pettersson at center until we bring up Delian, which I'll get to later. Brendan Sutter. Lou Erickson. Okay, Lou Erickson's kind of that weird spot where I would put him here. I'd put him there, because Brendan Sutter could show he could also be offensive and defensive. Erickson's kind of that offensive piece that they could use, just like how Dorsett was that offensive piece. He put up a bunch of goals until he was forced to retire, and I'm fine with that. We know our fourth line center, Jay Beagle, and I think right wing is going to be Roussel, and that leaves two spots. And I'll just write down the list of names right here. We got Gagne, Granlund, Goldolben, Schaller, and Schaller, Gaudette, Medallion. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names we can place in 2 spots. So what are we gonna do? I believe it's gonna be Gagne at that spot. So it knocks off the top guy. And I think G. I'll erase. So Dalian's out. He's not getting the spot. Schaller's out. He's not getting the spot. Gaudette's gonna start in the AHL. 2 left. Marcus Granlund. You know what? Out of all the lines I could have said, what I just wrote down here feels pretty good. Yeah, 2 new guys who I wish we didn't have. I wish Granlund was here. Goldolben would be here. And Gaudette has a chance at left wing, maybe even center. But they also kind of push Eriksson up to the 3rd line. So Eriksson could be playing here. Goldolben could be playing here. Gagne? He's also... Gagne could be here. Gagne down here. It's a lot of asterisks. So, defensively... Alright. Tanev. Defensively, we got 3 pairs. We don't have that much right-handed defensemen. Alright, so Pouliot, Stetcher, Tanev, Edler, Levy, Hutton. I'm not going to talk about the defense that much. Edler, Tanev. Edler really stepped it up in the final 2 games. He'll definitely get a spot. Pouliot, Stetcher feels kind of the best second we could put up there. Levy, Hutton. Give Levy a chance. Give Hutton a chance. And if not, you can replace him with Del Zotto and Branson. Goaltenders. 1, 2, Sorry for the little slant there. I'll fix that. I just don't want the board to fall. That's what it is. Nielsen / Demko. What I think it's gonna start with Nielsen, and then he'll mostly get traded. And then Demko will end the season. And maybe Markstrom will get traded, but Markstrom is the starter. Nielsen's the backup. We'll either trade him, put him on waivers, he'll get claimed, or we'll just put him in the AHL for Demko. But I feel like Nielsen should be traded. We could get a good, solid asset for Nielsen. My scratch. The players I'd put in a healthy scratch. Schaller. Branson. Delzada. That's it. That's basically it. So, first line. Let's go over it. First line. Berge, Horvat, Besser. It worked last year. Do it again. Leipzig, Pedersen, Virtanen. Those two lit it up at the end of the year. After we traded for Leipzig and put him in the lineup, Pedersen could add a lot of offense to that line. They'll most likely get the second most points of any line. Eriksson, Sutter, Gagne. Leipzig pushes down Eriksson from that line. Eriksson, Sutter, Gagne. Eriksson adds that offense to those two. Gagne also has some offense, and those two definitely have some defense side. Granlund, Beagle, Roussel. Granlund pushes Schaller out of the lineup. Beagle and Roussel were signed to be fourth line grit. Edler, Tanev, that's our top pairing. Edler had a great end of the season. Tanev is great defensively. If he can most likely stay uninjured and stay in the whole season, it'd be great. Pouliot, Stetcher, they need chance. They got their chance. They're good players, and Pouliot, Stetcher seems like the best second pairing we could put off in Vancouver. Juolevi, Hutton. Those are the two chances. If Juolevi doesn't turn out, you can send it down and put Gabranson in. If Hutton doesn't turn out, you can put Delzado in or Gabranson. Depends on which one. Goaltenders, Markstrom is going to start. Nielsen and Demko. So Nielsen will start the season then most likely. Unless Demko has lights out preseason and great training camp. And then most likely he'll be traded either by the deadline, either by like halfway or by the deadline. Or set in waivers and pull a Demko up and he gets claimed, or he gets sent down and we pull Demko up. Demko will most likely end the season. Schaller, because Granlund kind of throws him out of the lineup. Branson, because Hutton and Juolevi get chances, and Delzado, because Juolevi and Hutton get chances. That's it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll review the first game, and then I'll review all the rest of the games after. See you guys.